more kids. To be very careful with that. Get to the point they wanted to kill him. If it wouldn't be for Reuven, they would kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And they found halachically justification to kill him. Yeah, halachically. Because he's saying, Gossip, Lashon Hara, you should put to death. No less than that. Fine. So we need to understand why he insists to tell them. Why are you so passionate about it? Because Yosef, he thought whatever he gets, by the way, it was true eventually. We saw that it was true. It's a prophecy. And you know what the rule says? The halacha? A prophet cannot hold the prophecy. As soon as you get prophecy, you must share it. The halacha say if a prophet hold prophecy and doesn't share, you know what his punishment? Death penalty. Subject to a death penalty. When Hashem send a message here, boom, you have to share. So I got a message from Hashem, Shammai. I have to share. So nevertheless, they hate him. They don't want to hear. He's still pushing. He's still thinking. Because it's a prophecy, I have to share. I have to tell you. What can I do? It's not in my hand. Yosef is in a very awkward situation. In one hand, he's thinking he's doing a mitzvah. And the brother thinks that he's doing Avera. But you see that Yosef, nevertheless, he knows that they don't like him, they don't talk to him. He noticed that the first time. He's still holding what his father taught him. When there is a mitzvah to do, you do. This is the day of emet, the truth. Don't be afraid, or don't look and ignore those who mock you, who give you a hard time. It's the first halacha in Shulchan Aruch. Don't be ashamed. You know this is the truth, go with it all the way. Because if you do that, Hashem is with you. And we saw that Hashem was with Yosef all the way.
Mm-hmm.
The Talmud tells us a story in Brachot, the tractate Brachot, Daf Nun Vav Amud Bet. He says that Caesar, he talked with Rabbi Yeshua ben Hanina. He told him, you know, they're saying about the Jew guys are smart. Tell me then what I'm going to drink tonight. Okay. They ask me, I don't know what to do. I will jump from a building. You expect me to tell you what you... Rabbi Hanina, Yeshua ben Hanina didn't do any face. He wasn't surprised from the question. Calmly, he told him, okay, I'll tell you. He won't be upset, right? No, you tell me what I'll drink tonight. Nobody could tell him, right? So Rabbi Yeshua ben Hanina told him, you know, the Persian, he had a war against the Persian. He says to him, don't get upset. But in a dream tonight, you're going to dream about the Persian starting an attack against you. You're going to conquer the palace, kill many. Many soldiers are going to come from the front door, the windows, and then they'll catch you. They'll drag you all the way to Paras, Persia, Iran, and they hit you with a golden stick. You be their servant, and you do the most horrible things that the
lowest servant.
The lowest servant does. You, as the Caesar, that's what you're going to do. So that's what I'm doing tonight. Okay. The next morning, he says to his servants, call Rabbi Yeshua ben Hanina. He told them, come. How did you know? How did you know that that's what I'm going to dream? Are you a prophet? And I didn't know. No. You said that we are smart. No, it's the wisdom of the Torah. I put you in a situation, that's tense situation, that you're thinking about it all day long. He was thinking about it. As soon as Yeshua left, he says, the Persian is going to come. How did you get with this story? The stick, golden stick, they're going to be a servant. Wait, call the guards, call this, call that. He started, he got nervous.
Paranoid.
All day long he was thinking about it, going to sleep, and his brain keep thinking about it. Boom. The Torah wisdom.
Okay.
The Torah says about same story about the king of Persia, Paras, that catch Shmuel, the same story, and Shmuel told them, the Roman will take you, and you'll be in prison, and you will be grinding in the millstone. You're going to grind dates, seeds. What are you going to do with dates? You know the dates that we eat? The seeds have nothing to do with it. And they're going to make you, and the millstone is going to be made out of gold. What happened? You can imagine. The king of Persia thought about the Romans thanking him. He got nervous, went to sleep. In the morning, he called Shmuel, how did you do it? And told him, I implanted the story in your head. This is how. So what are they trying to teach us in this story? Dreams are real or not real. If this is something I'm thinking all day, it's no big deal. And how can I distinguish between the two? When it's real, when it's not real? Please raise your hand and tell me if you had any dream last night. 2 days ago? 3 days ago? In the last 7 days? Any dream? You don't have to remember the dream. Just tell me if you had a dream. In the last 7 days, raise your hand if you had a dream. The Talmud says 7 days without a dream, it's a bad thing. It's a bad message. Very bad message. If you go by 7 days, no dreams, it's not good. This is Brachot, Nunhei. The Talmud says in Trek the Brachot, Daf 55. And Rashi points out there, in Shamayim, in heaven, they ignoring you.
Oh, wow.
Because dreams are 1/60th of prophecy. Nevuah. Yes, Hashem is communicating with us sometimes through dreams. If you don't get it during the day, it comes through the dream. Or maybe that's what he wants sometimes through the dream.
Can it come through your family members?
Depends which situation, what happened. Sometimes Hashem sends you a message through a family member, or sometimes a conversation you hear that has nothing to do with you. Your thing has nothing to do with you, but the fact that you're able to hear, Hashem wants you to hear. What is going on? Why I had to hear that? So the righteous never ignore a thing that happened to them during the day. If I had to see it, I have something, it's a message for me. If I heard that, it's a message. It's a dream, it's a message for me. How can I distinguish which is right, which is wrong? Remember, if the Tanakh is speaking about dreams so many times, which means there is truth behind it. The key is to find out which is right, which is wrong. First rule is whenever you have a dream, never ever share it with everybody.
Oh, wow.
The Talmud teaches us that one should share a dream with someone that he likes, someone that he loves. Because if he interprets the dream to you in a wrong way, that's what's going to happen.
Oh, wow.
This first word that comes out of his mouth, it's going to be on you.
So,
It might set up your destiny. For example, hold on a second, with Yosef. It says in the Talmud also, Masechet Brachot Nun Hey Amud Aleph, it says, Kol halomot olchim aharape. All the dreams goes up after their interpretation, which means, there in the Gemara, they point out the pasuk Yosef. We're going to find it in the next parasha, Miketz. The butler and the baker.
mm-hmm.
And then again, a dream.
Mm-hmm.
Why did Torah waste so many psukim about dreams if it's not real? And he interpreted the dream, and the pasuk says, "Vayihi ka'asher patar lanu ken haya." The way he interpreted the dream, that's what happens. Which means the word that came out of his mouth turns to be a decree, a verdict, final decision. He says good, it happens. If we would say good for both cases, they will both survive.
Oh, wow.
So actually, in a way, Yosef killed the baker. He could give him a good, nice interpretation. First rule, you have a bad dream, you got someone who love, that will give you a good interpretation. But it's not always a good advice, because sometimes the one you love can mess it up for you. So it should be someone that is a scholar, talmid, chacham, a rabbi. They know the rules. It could be your wife. She loves you. You love her. You tell her about your nightmare that you have, and she said, "What did you see in your dream?" I saw it's a car accident and this and that. I told you. You see, you not drive safely. You always drive. It's a sign. It's a sign for you. Be careful. Oh, it's a good sign. It's a good sign. She killed you.
Wow.
Because I'm going to you in this dream. Oh, this is a sign that you're going to have a long life. Of course, you have to be careful when you drive it. But the word that should come out of your mouth is good. You're going to have a long life. But I see myself die. It's a remedy. It's a segula for a long life. Always twisted to the good, to the best.
So,
Very, very dangerous. Am Israel, we have power in the mouth. You know that words that comes out of your mouth in a second can send you to Gehinnom. Or you lose the word to come. What do they do? Just words, yeah. Lashon hara.
wow.
Compared to shfichut damim and retzah, avodah zarah, and all of it. People think Lashon hara, they treat it lightly. You lose 70, 80 years you work in this world, mitzvot, bet knesset, Torah, Lashon hara, boom, you go to Gehinnom. What did you do? I just talk. You talk. Words has power. And Hashem warned us in the Torah many times, with your mouth. You can do good things with your mouth and do the opposite. Question.
So, if someone tells you a dream they dreamt, and you say it's nonsense, it's actually nonsense? It becomes a nonsense?
Not necessarily, because it could be a good message for you, or a bad message. Give an example. The Talmud says that it's also in Brachot Daf Nun, to a bad person, they're showing good dreams. To a good person, they're showing bad dreams. Right? So Isabel looked at me and said, hold on, it's the opposite. It should be the other way around.
צדיק ורע לא
נכון,
רשע
שבע.
וטוב לו.
A bad person, they show him nice dreams, good dreams. A good person, they show him bad dreams. It should be the other way around. Why is it like this? So Talmud says, they're showing a good dreams to a wicked person. If I use the words of the Talmud, שיהיה אוכל עולמו בחייו. He's eating his world in his life, which meaning they don't give him a sign, they don't care about him, they already ignore him, they don't want him to go to Gan Eden. He lost it. So they let him think everything is cool, everything is good. We gave you all so many opportunities to do teshuvah, you rejected. We're gonna play your game now. Everything you say everything is good. Some people says, why you don't do mitzvot? No, it's the heart. What's important is the heart. It's the most important thing. I'm a good person. I don't kill, I don't steal, I don't insult other people. I do chesed. That's nice. What about the mitzvot, Torah, Tefillin, Shabbat? It's what's good is the heart. The mitzvot you did, or you're saying you're doing, it's good, but it's not enough. 10% of what you should do. You think everything is good? We're playing the games with you. But a good person, if you tell him everything is cool, everything is good, it's not going to change. Nightmare here, nightmare there, bad message here, scary message there. You should wake up. Some people have already 5-10 years bad message and they don't get it. Hashem is texting them and WhatsApping them and I don't know, emailing. They don't get anything. At some point, it's going to stop. I can give you a message only so much.